Success is not final, failure not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Well, I like the cut of his jib, that Winston Churchill. Damn good quote. When you're first starting out in DayZ, it doesn't really matter what map you're on or what platform you're on. You're going to experience your trials and tribulations. I have over 10,000 hours in across 2 accounts, and to this day, I'm still experiencing my trials and tribulations. Every day, you learn something new. These hunting camps get their name from a Polish word for the camel flower. And that's something new I learned today. Now what I'm hoping to pull out of here, good hunting clothing, perhaps a better vest, and, if I'm lucky, a blaze or even a tundra. Well, there's the vest I'm looking for, but it appears to be in ill repair. I probably could fix it, but we're going to pass on this one this time. We'll save our leather repair kit for our boots. However, I will be taking that hunter jacket on the table. Oh, and there's hunter pants underneath that bench. We'll be taking those as well. Gun cleaning kits. I already have one, and it's been used, so I'm going to swap it out for a fresh one, unused. Hey, Longhorn. It's not the gun I'm looking for, but it's the gun I'm going to take. It takes .308 Winchester, and will put a sizable hole in anyone's head. Its scope has an effective range of 100 to 150 meters, I do believe. Just wonderful. I called the last session an episode on account of storm and rain, and here it is, raining again. And it's not far off from dark either, I don't believe. And there's a fresh pack of .308. Sweet. Oh, I'm hearing shots from Carlin. Carlin is that derelict village just east of the Lembork military, where I camped out overnight and sorted through my inventory. Broadsword. It's a great melee weapon, but takes up a lot of slots, and it is rather slow. So I don't think we'll be taking that along our journey. However, these rifled slugs for the shoddy, the Vega, I'm chambering it, so yeah, we'll take those. Alright, let's weather the storm, head over to Gjerthal, just east of it. There's a small community that wraps around. We're going to go down that way. Now just at the head of this trail, at the main road, there's a little cottage. We're going to check that out. However, take care to the north. It is a major road coming from Sitnik. Now this is the main road south from Sitnik. Over there's Gjerthal. Now we're going to wrap around to the east and down into this little rural community. There's 2 very good reasons why I take this. Number 1, low traffic. Number 2, sometimes pull out a good high-powered rifle out of here. Tundra, Blaze, sometimes even a Savannah. There's several little deer stands and hunting shacks scattered throughout this community. And if it's a Mosin you're after, you're most likely going to find it inside one of these houses. We're going to hit a few of them, not many. There's not too much that we do need now other than better firearms. We're sustainable to the environment. The only thing we really require now is a ski mask. This improvised mask isn't cutting it. Aside from finding a decent automatic and or a clip for this baby K, and I'd like to get my hands on a decent vest. Hunter's vest, preferably. These doors, even in the driving rain, are a huge audio cue to other players. And this is what I mean about being sustainable and not needing towns as much. Get in the habit when you're fresh collecting weapons that you're not going to use and pitch them. They could be used against you. You wouldn't want that, would you? And remember, just because you haven't seen anyone doesn't mean they're not around. Always be vigilant, always be ready. You also want to take advantage of the landscape. Yeah, the shortest route is a straight line, however the safest may be a zigzag. Use valleys and depressions in the land to make your movements across large, opened areas. Gather clothing that's going to blend you into your surroundings as quick as possible. If you plan on staying in town, stick with dull grays. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why I come this route. I would never have found this in town. There is a hunter's market in town, and probabilities of finding a great weapon there, slim to none. It's a high traffic area. Not going to get rid of this baby K, we're going to strip it down, but parting is such sweet sorrow. I'm sorry, Peter. Sledgy's got to go. Alright, there are a few boats and a fishing shack just over by this pond at the edge of this community. Check those out, and then we're going to dip south. Electrical repair kit, beyond valuable. They help you repair a lot of things, ranging from scopes to rangefinders, well, anything electronic. And if you're into raiding and you want to make an IED, you need those. Now that's sweet. Cooking pot. This is beyond valuable. You can use this to store a lot of water, 12 slots of inventory, and you can cook with it. You can purify your water. Oh, just grab it. And again, if you're into raiding, it can be used as a raid tool. You can pack 6 grenade in there, and it packs a powerful punch. Gun out, let's go. And I can't caution you enough, do not be complacent. Do not let your guard down for a second. It may be hours before you see a player and you think you're all alone, and then boom, they're right in the next doorway. You can try to limit your use of doors while exploring houses by peering through the windows. If you see some loot that's worth going in, go in. That was pretty much the last of the houses in this little village. And now that we have a pot, we're going to head to a pond, fill it up. I have chlorine tablets to clean the water, and we'll do a little fishing. Let's go. Okay, those bones I told you not to throw away, we're going to purpose one and make a knife. Now we'll cut this shirt up for a rag, and we'll use this knife to get some worms and do a little fishing. And don't get hyper-focused on your task. You will always want to scan your environment. Okily dokily. Now, apply worm to hook and get at her. And I strongly urge you to check your surroundings before you commit to a task. Once you're comfortable and confident that you're alone and the area is secure, you can commit to your task. Now I'm going to take this pot and follow the edge of this pond into the bulrush, where we're a little bit more concealed with these colors. Fill up this pot. We're going to use our chlorine tabs to clean the water, and that's going to give us about 3.5 bottles of water. And I got more tablets, so I might as well fill up this bottle as well. Now it's time to put hook to water, catch us some grub. That did not take long at all. It's coming on dusk, and it's storming. The fish are active. I still got a little bit of food from the last cookout. These 2 pieces of fish will go a long way. Coupled with this pot, now I can create an improvised cooking stand and cook all my food at once, well, at least 12 slots worth of food. There's an out-of-the-way cabin with a few outbuildings not far from here. Southwest, I do believe. Yep, there it is right there. We're going to head there. I particularly like going to this cottage because I'm never disappointed. I usually find something decent there, and it's usually a tundra. Oh, we're a little off track. We're a little southeast of where we want to be. We want to point more southwest. I just experienced a little bit of a lag spike, so it might be a flare. Oh! Well, this is interesting. And perplexing. Either this is a base that has been hit, or this is someone's loot stash, ammo dump, catch-all, really. There's a little bit of everything here. I'm going to pick through it and help myself, and be on my way. Well, we know where there's some more ammo if we come across guns that take it. Even with extensive knowledge of this map, it's quite easy to get turned around. Don't be afraid to consult your map and get back on track. Mushroom grow where people go. You find mushroom out in the woods, take care. Someone is or was near. Although it looks like I'm switching my directions aimlessly, I'm scoping out for why that mushroom is here and why I found all those crates. There's got to be a base around here somewhere. And there it is. Right there. Someone has taken up residency at the hobo shelter. The terrain goes up an elevation south of that. I'm going to wrap around the left flank on the lower slope of the hill, hopefully not to be seen, and try to get eyes on from above. And again, you want to use the terrain to your advantage. You want to stick to the low valleys using the high berms as cover. This is called contouring. I'm running with the terrain. Had I gone up and over, that'd be skylining. Well, the rain has slowed up, but man, it's getting dark. I'm going to be really cautious here. Given the lack of light I'm dealing with, there's another encampment just at the top of the hill. I think I'm going to go up there, scope that out, and work my way back down to take a look. Now, whatever part of the base I did see did look like it was in construction. Now, if you're the aggressive type, this may be the perfect opportunity for you to scoop in mid-build, catch them while the defenses are low, and get away with some of their prime loot. However, I'm playing a passive-aggressive style. I'll go take a look and see if maybe there is something worth pressing, but right now, I don't have tools to mitigate a defense. Alright, the encampment I'm heading to is just southwest of us, and then that puts the base northwest of us. We are at a higher elevation at the first destination, and we'll work our way down. I want the high ground. I want to be able to see up and over those walls into the base. Now I'm in the dark. I want to double check, make sure I am where I want to be. Drop your weapon on the ground and then pick it up. You'll reduce the noise. Oh, there's another blaze on the floor. Alright, we'll just take this blaze out of here and drop it somewhere inconspicuous so no one else gets it. And we'll take a knee, get ourselves pointed in the right direction. And off we go, low and slow. This rain, it's going to cover a lot of our sound for movement, but it won't last long. and look both ways while crossing. You can achieve this by holding your camera button, L1. Well, I'm in a poor position. I can't see past the two higher outbuildings to the lower section. And of course, that's where they've built. The topography of this hill is laid out in long sloping plateaus. So, shelves, dealing with shelves here. And there are two shelves below. Now this is where the rain becomes problematic. Whereas it is masking my movement through sound and visibility, the same can be said for whoever's on the other side of those buildings. So in the spirit of preservation and longevity, the mission is to stay alive and not to die. So I think we'll stick a pin in this one and come back when we're better equipped to deal with whatever's here. And this is exactly what I mean by a passive-aggressive play style. I'm not going to initiate any engagements unless I know for a fact that I'm in danger. So I'm not going to put myself in harm's way. That doesn't mean I don't know how to mitigate trouble. I'm just not going to look for it. The object of this series is to teach beginners how to mitigate the dangers of the environment around them. Yes, players are part of that environment, but once you get your thumb under the mechanics of the game itself, then you'll be better equipped to deal with people. Now we're going to steer further southwest and head to the Pataki camps. Don't forget to keep nourished and hydrated. This fish is doing both. Oh, server restart. Oh well, give it a few minutes, we'll be right back in. And to me, this is the best way I know of how to navigate in the stark night. I open my map, I point myself in the bearing, and then when I'm running, I hold my L1, and then I'm free to look around my environment without changing my direction, thus remaining on a straight line. However, if I do hit my L3, I can throw myself off of trajectory. And after a short jog, we arrive at our destination. Slow down and listen to your environment before proceeding. It's dark, you won't be able to see much, so listen for audio cues. Number 1, you want to hear that the infected are alive and well, but calm. And if you do see one, take note. Are they hunched over? Are their arms out, bent in an L shape? If so, they have been aggroed to player recently. See, this infected, he's relaxed, arms at side. However, that rock, like mushroom, people have been by. Rocks will present themselves on trails, railways, and rocky hills where people have frequented. To which again, like bone, you can use 2 small stone to craft a stone knife, or a small stone against a large rock to get the same result. We're going to quietly expose of this guy, and then get to clearing this camp as quick and quietly as possible. Leave no area unexplored. Even the old boats at the shore and beside the cabins. You can sometimes find some good loot there. Not so much the case this time though. And that chest armor on the porch, yeah, it's great protection, but greatly reduces your inventory space. And if you're not wearing a ghillie suit over it, you stick out like a sore thumb. Now this shed here is usually good for a firearm. Let's see what's here today. Gun cleaning kit, shotgun shells, and a pack of peanuts. All worth their weight in gold at their own time of need. Unfortunately, the trip to this camp has proved pretty fruitless. So, with the sun rising, I'm going to set myself a little southeast to the town of Dolnik. And that's where we'll pick up on our next installment. So I hope you liked and enjoyed what you've been learning so far, and hope you come back for more.